Hi, I'm Sherard Kingston. I run some businesses on the Gold Coast and more recently opened a studio called Pinnacle Film Studios. And it's an exciting place to live and it's an exciting place to do work. Always clear in my mind that north of New South Wales or south of Queensland was where I wanted to live. So it didn't take us long. We started a little business at a little service station in Bundle Road and we did that for a year or two and then went into other businesses. But that was it. It wasn't a hard decision. It was what you call a decision based on lifestyle. I actually think there are lots of places you could do well in business. I don't think it's anything other than just a really lovely place to live. And if you can live in a really lovely place and make a living. So the Gold Coast is that perfect balance between lifestyle and big enough to have a proper, substantial business. The other good thing about the Gold Coast is that the back rates for freight are actually really good. So people think, oh, you're up in Queensland, you can't supply into Sydney and Melbourne, but actually our back rates are really good. This business that I'm in now, which we've been for 28 years, is based on overnight service into every capital city. So it's worked really well. There's been absolutely no hindrance to our business living on the Gold Coast, absolutely zero. So you don't have to be in the city well, even then, 40 years ago, you definitely don't have to be in the city now. I've never really mattered what type of business you're in because business principles are all nearly always the same. We did the service station because that's something I knew. I took over one in Bundle Road, the bloke went bankrupt. We did really well at that servo and doubled did all the good things. And then they wanted to double our rent at the end of the year because we'd done so well. Told them that I was actually leaving and we got into another business, which was a totally different business. That was silk flowers and artificial trees and things like that. I just read this ad about this guy importing plants from Hong Kong and it sounded like fun to me, so we ended up buying that business and we did that for 13 years. Then one of my old clients from the plant business had got involved in computer games, selling cartridge computer games to video stores. So okay, I'll get involved in that. And to cut a long story short, we bought them out, and 27 years later, we've gone from a little house in Broadbeach to a little wee factory in Southport, to a bigger one in Southport, to one up the road here, and then to this building. That's when we started Trade Zone. Which is an electrical wholesale business based on the same gig that we did for the video stores, and we just overlaid that onto the electrical wholesale trade. We built this building, we built another building just down the road, and we bought a couple of offices and stuff like that. So that's greenery developments. But the core businesses are three: electrical wholesale, distribution of computer games and associated products, and the property business. And then I guess the film business, if you want to stand that out. So that's what we're doing now, keeping me entertained. So the world has changed a lot and COVID has accelerated that change. And the change is from having to do business in the major capitals, and it's changed to a lifestyle playing a more important role. So they basically caught up with me from 40 years ago. I based all my business decisions on where I wanted to live as opposed to where I should live to make a business work the best. And I think really you can do that.